Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's the second video in the new player leveling series for the one-shot occultist build. If you don't know how to get to the point this character's at the start of this video, at least go back and read the video description of the first video, because that's got a list of all the level up attribute and skill point allocations. Or you can watch the whole walkthrough video through if you're not sure how to get various gear pieces. In this video there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to do. It may not appear to be being done in a logical or story campaign order, but this is how I figured was the best way for me to get the stuff I wanted to get and reach the points I needed to reach to farm the various items. If you do it this way, it will work. If you've got a better way of doing it and you know what you're doing, get on and do it your way, because you'll be happier doing that than trying to follow how I'm doing it. I'll show you the things I achieved. That is on this screen. Feel free to pause and read as much as you want. And then you've got the attribute and skill point allocations. All of this stuff will be walked through in the video, but if you don't want to watch a video and you just want to go off and play the game and you want to follow where I put the points, pause the thing, read this, print it off out of the description of the video, whatever, get on and play the game. If you want to follow the walkthrough, here we go. Starting the video more or less where I left off from the first one without doing any kind of previously on. I went and farmed some mutagenic ichor. I wanted to get enough to craft another vitriolic gallstone. Didn't manage it, and then thought after leveling up to level 21, attribute and physique, and then the next few levels are the same. 1 point in the mastery, 2 points in Dreeg's evil eye until Dreeg's evil eye is maxed out. So that's quite an easy choice of skill points for you. After doing this, I thought let's get on with this. Let's get into Forgotten Gods area. Get as far as joining the Dreeg cult and reaching the first rift to unlock. I always nip up here and get this stuff. I'm not even going to use this. There's that legendary mace, the totally normal shield, and some other stuff. I just sold it. Talk to this guy. At this point you get the, I'm going to run around and collect these lore notes. This is always, some people don't bother, other people live for lore notes. I kind of tend to pick them up whenever I see them. And there's this one behind a hidden door here, so you end up with, I think it's 6. And they're all quite a lot of XP. So it's worth getting. I mean, you've got to walk all the way around here anyway, eventually. Trigger this thing by talking to this NPC on the left. And then kill all the stuff that comes out. It's the same, I mean, every time you go into the Forgotten Gods area, this is how you've got to start off. You've got to pass this little test before they'll let you choose which cult you want to join. It's all very wholesome. If you talk to him, and that'll give you rep, a little bit of rep with all 3 of them, so you can just go off and do your own thing from here. But what I do is go over and join Dreeg. It's not like the Kaiman's or Death's Vigil choice. The others don't go hostile against you. You just earn rep a little bit quicker with Dreeg because you get more quests for them and you get a bit of a head start. Go in here, buy a movement skill. Do not buy the one I bought. I bought the one on the right, which is absolute rubbish. Buy the one on the left, which gives you charge, which is almost exactly the same as the soldier skill Blitz. It's really good. Don't get the one I got, get the other one. I don't even use it. I put that on there, tried it out and thought this is rubbish. Eventually I'll come back and change it to the other one. So yeah, get the one with charge on it. Stick that on a skill button and use it. Talk to Anorak, he's got a quest. Talk to this guy, he's got a quest. Then all I'm doing here is running out of this gate and then fighting my way through to the first rift. Oh yeah, level 22 on maggots. Physique, 1 point in mastery, 2 points in Dreeg's evil eye, like I said for the previous level up. I think the next 2 are the same. So yeah, fight your way through. It's fairly linear. I mean, you can explore this area and level up even more if you want. All I did here, I just wanted to get to the first rift, then go back to Act 2 and do a bunch of stuff up to Cronley's hideout and then come back. I'm just flipping back and forth between the 2. You don't have to do it in the order I've done it, but ultimately you're going to want to complete the stuff that I complete in this video in some kind of order. Whether it's the order I do it in or the order you don't do it in, doesn't really matter. fix the bridge, and it was a few scrap and a few thousand iron. You'll have that by now. You'll have picked that stuff up. You shouldn't have to go and farm for scrap unless you've been wasting it. Kill that guy. Get in here, search your chest. Like I said, with all this, I've edited some of the running around out of this, because otherwise this video would be really long. You just explore these areas. Whether you come in here and get this law note off this lectern and save Stephen Skinner's family, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're running around exploring and levelling up, getting on with the shrines. I think if the highlighted shrines, like when you get to this road, you've got to go past this guy, talk to him, and then what I would do is immediately head up that little alleyway to the right of where he is, go into this cave. Whether you go anti-clockwise or clockwise, you'll eventually get to the shrine, do the shrine, get the shrine point. Whether you then do what I did, which is run on and kill Barras Radlith, doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm in here, I'm thinking it's Rover's rep. Rovers are going to sell me something I need later on. Devotion point in Wretch. Wretch is finished off. Fantastic. Now I can start working on Fox to get the red points I need. No, the green points I need, sorry. Finish Fox off. There's some bleed on there. Bleed will get factored in, but it's not really what I'm getting at. I'm getting that for the attack damage convert to health. Here's Barras Radlith. He's just melted. I know the video speeded up to ×2, but he was still just gone. He's got a locked chest and a coffin sometimes it's in there. Get all this stuff, come back out of the cave, run back. I'd come around this way and not the other way. You can go the other way and clear out Crumbling Watch. If you come this way, there's this little hidden area by this bridge, and there's always stuff on this body and in this thing. Some of that might be useful. Kill the cowboys. Unlike a lot of builds I do, the cowboys don't tend to drop anything that's any use for this character. Talk to this guy, take the top options in dialogue, and that'll be like the successful quest thing. He'll be nice to you when you get to Homestead later on then. Nip over here, get the rift, go in the Rovers camp. You've got a kind of option here. This guy on the right, this one I'm talking to now, the quest to find the Lost Elder. When you find the Lost Elder, he gives you some trinket thingy that they want back. If you don't give it to them, just level 23 is the same points as the previous 2 levels. Yeah, this guy, he'll give you this thing. If you go back and lie to the guy who gave you the quest, it will turn into a relic that gives you a skill that you can cast that will give you 100% damage buff. I didn't do it, but you might want to do that. I just don't want loads of skills on the go. Oh, I just killed Nicholas Balthazar, didn't I? Pick the dynamite up. You have to come in here to get the dynamite to blow the wall up for the other guy's quest. So by now you've got at least 1 dynamite in your inventory. Get down here, blow this thing up. Go back, cash it in. Make sure you go back and cash this quest in because you get an extra inventory bag. He'll give you the second extra inventory bag. So I didn't lie. I'd rather have the rep. I don't care about having another skill to cast. You might want that relic just to have a bit more damage, but you don't need it. Leg it up here. Follow this road all around. You can go in the cave, but I go up and get the rift and then go back. Frozen Heart for the shrine on the corner. You can't miss that. You've got to walk past it. Start putting points into Fox. What I do here, get up here, get the rift, and hang a right, nip down here, talk to this lady. And then when you get the option to talk to the other guy up here, I just always pay him the 2,500 so I don't lose any scrap. And then as a quest reward, she's going to give you 3 scrap anyway. So you're laughing for scrap. There you go. Map back up to that rift and then go and talk to Qreeg. He'll give you a quest and a level up if you're lucky. Same thing there. 1 point in the mastery, 2 points Dreeg's Evil Eye. Talk to this guy. This one wants honey, royal jelly rather, it's the same thing, but you won't have it yet. The other quest is to kill that thing there, so you go and kill that thing there. Get used to kiting, don't be afraid. I mean this build as it is a kiting build. You hit them with poison which is damage over time, you run away while they die. Now I'm going to farm Ronoprax. I've left the whole footage of the whole journey on here so you can see where it is. So anyone who doesn't know, rather than me just appear at this cave and go to this cave, this is how you get there. You run down from that rift, past where the shrine was, into this cave, kill these bees, jump in here, And it's a little kind of circular thing again. She's over, Ronaprax is over on the right hand side. You can see on the map, on the mini map, it's like on the far right side of it. Again, kite her around, shoot her a few times. And if she doesn't drop the amulet, restart the game, go back to that rift, go back and kill her again until she drops it. I was lucky she dropped it the first time I went in here. Bang, there it is. I'll get the pick the other stuff up and leave it on the screen. Ronaprax Sting, so that's the amulet, it's level 32. So on this, I'd stick that in stash and wait. When I hit level 32, I'll go and equip that and replace that putrid necklace with that thing. What I'm going to do here is just run up. There's other stuff to do around here. I mean, you can explore this whole area and the other mine and whatever if you want. I'm just going to run up here, blow up the forge things that the quest wanted me to do, just so I haven't got to come back and do it later. Pick some dynamite up, and then all I do here is just run on to Cronley's hideout, grab the shrine, make sure the rift's activated, and then I'm going to nip back into the Forgotten Gods area and do a bunch of stuff in there. I got lucky here because Moneybags Martin was in that spawn point, not further on in the mine, because he's a later quest target for Qreeg, so you just kill him there, look. And that was quite easy. If you don't know where the shrine is in it, you can see it on the map. You go down these steps. Yeah, I cleared that totem, but I edited it out. Smash the vase, get the quest item. That's just an NPC that's next to Qreeg. Get the shrine up, stick another point in Fox. Go and talk to her, tell her you got some text as well. Cash the thing in with Qreeg first. I can do both of them, so I've done Moneybags Martin as well, level 25. Give her the text she's looking for. Level up. Physique. 1 mastery point, 2 points in Dreeg's Evil Eye. It's getting close to maxing out. That's all, folks. That's all for this area. I'm going to go and do a bunch of Forgotten God stuff now. Get all the way through here. Right, yeah. Here I pause that. All that said was I edited out the boring run from that rift to this rift. Get in here. That quest from Dreeg, there's 3 groups of enemies. They want you to kill 15 of each of them. There's at least 15 of them in the Temple of Osir of the first lot. So come in here, explore the whole area, kill all these things, and then go down to the 2nd floor and get the shrine. This is the 2nd floor now, just about to level up, level 26. Right, there you go. So the way I was distributing the points, 1 point in Dreeg's Evil Eye maxed it out. So now I've got 2 points in the mastery, and I was so excited about maxing Dreeg's Evil Eye out, I forgot to put the 2nd mastery point in. Sorry, I'll remember eventually to do that. You can, if you've got those 15 things killed and you've got the shrine, you can map out. But I thought, oh, I'll go and kill the boss that's in here, because sometimes he's a bit of a boyo. But he's alright. He doesn't like acid. Yeah, just make sure you run away from him, because he can hit really hard. And if your elemental, specifically lightning resistance, is low, you're going to have a bad time. I had a good time. Yeah, again, like the Ronaprax thing, I'm leaving the whole run from that exit down to the hidden area where the shrine is and the Leovinus Ring. Because I would bet if you're on a new character, the Leovinus Ring is going to be better than anything else you've picked up so far. It's nice to have a legendary ring on when you're a low level anyway. So yeah, hang a right through here. You're now into the hidden bit. Follow my route down, get the shrine. We finished Fox, or is it the third? It's the third one, isn't it? Oh no, we finished Fox. Okay, I see attack damage converted to health. No, that's the one we want. Now we got Manticore ready to go. There you go. That was that mastery point I forgot to put in there. Leovinus Ring's in this vase over here. It's the same ring in normal. There's one in normal, elite and ultimate, and they're the same rings. 15% to all damage and 24% elemental resistance. So yeah, get yourself one of them. And that Soleil guy wanted you to rescue people. It's these guys here. Yeah, this is when I realised I had enough mutagenic ichor to go and make another vitriolic gallstone. So I get it from this guy, and the penny drops. I've got a mutagenic ichor on Pasquale's tail, so I can't put it on there. So I've got to nip back to Devil's Crossing and get the inventor, Kasparov's assistant, to take the mutagenic ichor off. So I stick Pasquale's tail in there, I click keep item, which means keep the actual item, not the component. Then I stick my vitriolic gallstone on Pasquale's tail. I've now got two, because I had one on that toxic, global toxic thing. So I've now got two iterations of the same thing. Now you can have two on the go at the same time and the damage does stack, and I'll prove this by turning them off, swapping Dreeg's Evil Eye onto mouse button 2. So have a look at the damage it's doing. There you go. I'll activate one of them and it goes up, and I'll activate the other one and it goes up some more. So do that. That component for a very, very, very long time will be the best thing you can stick on those weapon and offhand. Yeah, at this point I go back to the Dreeg vendor and I get the other movement skill. You can just replace the one that's on a medal. You don't have to take the other one off, just replace it. So there it is. So I went back to Temple of Osir Rift. I thought I'll try this out, find some bad guys to charge at. I can't even get up the flipping stairs. See, it's very much like Blitz. And you've got something else to attack with now. Just race in with that. See, he goes quite a distance. Level 27. Point Physique. 2 points in the Mastery, and I put one in Vile Eruption. I'm not going to put any more in that. I mean, I've got that one. I want to rush up to Possession, but I thought it's got nothing in it and it's got something buffing it, adding points on, so stick 1 point in that. Eventually, all those nodes are going to be maxed out, but there's other things to do before you do that. If you follow the way I'm doing it, I'm not saying don't max those out first, but Possession is great because it's a damage buff and it also has damage absorption on it, which makes you tankier. Close range area damage on that's pretty good. This is me waiting for the Corvin Titanivore to run in. There he is. Hello mate. Stick some poison on him. I think it's like a 3-shotter. He's almost dead. I think if I'd left him he just would have died. So that's pretty good. And then the second type of enemy that Dreeg quest wants you to get are these Hounds of Galfang. And if you work your way around the outside of this Corvin Sands map area, particularly up the left hand side, there's about 2 or 3 pockets of these things, 4 or 5 in each group. If you just work your way around the edge, you'll get the 15 easy. You won't have to redo anything. There's another bunch of them now. That's it, I've got 15 of them now. And the last group are up in the Care and Docks region. Get ready to pause in 3, 2, 1 and pause. So if you pause that, you can see where the shrine was. I cut out the whole trip running up to that just to save some time, and I took the shot of the map and edited a bit so you can see where the shrine is. It's in the top left or top northeast corner of the Care and Docks map area. Level 28, 3 points in a mastery bar because I'm rushing up to Possession now, and I can start putting points into Manticore. That devotion point's going into his foot. There you go. What I do in Manticore is rush up to the skill and get his back foot last, so you get the skill early. Because the earlier you get the skill, the earlier it's going to start levelling up. And as I've mentioned before in videos, the devotion skills don't level up when you use them, they level up from any XP you get, whether it be from kills or quests or whatever. This is me going around getting the last group. See those boys there, those orange fire thingies, are the last group the Dreeg quest wants you to kill. There's Anorak's brother, well one of them, the other one's in here. Also in here, you've got Anorak's brother to complete the quest, you've got a shrine, you've got a boss thing to kill. This ghost of Anorak's dead brother here, he will tell you to go and kill this boss. Not that thing, it's in the next level down. So you talk to him and then choose the option, yeah I'll sort it out, get in here, run round to the left, get the shrine. I think you can run round to the right, it doesn't make much difference. Kill all the shrine enemies. And what you'll notice is every time you kill any of these eldritch things, you'll get reputation with all three of the witch god cults. Dreeg, Bismail and Soleil. Stick another point in Manticore and then fight your way through to the end of the level where the boss is waiting. He's quite a bad guy. I wouldn't stick around too close to him. Stick poison on him, run away as his second phase. And there's his oh dear I'm dead phase. There's not a lot else to do in here, so get out. Head across all the way to the right or the east, or whatever you want to call it. Get yourself over to the rift. Unlock that. Nip back and cash some quests in. There's that one. I killed all the groups of things you want. What do you want me to do? Oh, guess what? You want me to kill someone else. Here's another area where I've left the whole run through recorded rather than fast forward ahead to somewhere and hope you can guess where I went. I just come up to get that law note. You want to go down here. I should have got the Tome of Ionatum or whatever quest from the guy. Yeah, just a quick break to mention level 29, 3 points in the mastery. Not a lot to remember there. Yeah, the Tome of Ionatum. What that is you get a quest to find this book. Well, you get a quest to find a person, but the person's dead. So you get the book, take it back, and it unlocks the ability to transmute set items at the inventor. So Kasparov's apprentice, and there's another one who will appear in Conclave. There's the Tome of what's it. The Tome is a quest item, be sure to collect it. And I'll get the map up quickly. There you go. So you can see where it is. Yeah, if I'd got the quest there would have been a star on the map to show where that was, but I didn't have the quest. But the thing's there all the time, whether you got the quest active or not. Then you get up here, get across this bridge and get into this other tomb. Not tome, a tomb. Tomb of Haran or whatever, something of Haran. There's a shrine in here and the target of that Dreeg quest. There's the shrine. This is all a single level, it's a really small enclosed area, it's just on one level, so you haven't got to go down to another floor or anything. You do the shrine and just nip around the corner with a point in Manticore. Getting very close to that skill now. There she is. Kill her pet dogs. And leg it up there and stick some poison on her, run away, and she's dead. Yeah, that's the Tome of Ionatum quest guy. He's just saying, guess what, you can now transmute items.
Me to call. The fool was blind to the true
yeah, you get one of those potions for killing that enemy boss. Map back to where you killed her, get out the gate, and run all the way across. Well, after you kill a few things, run all the way across to the east to the Sunbane Oasis Rift. You've got another 2 or 3 rifts to go, I think, before the Infernal Waste, when you can start farming Sister Crimson. I should have gone back and added that Anorak quest in. I haven't even done that yet. Or maybe I did do it and didn't record doing it. Can't remember. Got the full footage of running through the Howling Chasm as well, because there's a secret area off to the left in here. I don't bother going in. I mean, you can come back and do all this stuff later. This is just a quick run through just to show you how to get through this area and out to the Vanguard of the 3. Get to the Vanguard, run round to the left, come up here, unlock the rift, read the lore notes, talk to the Dreeg guy and he'll open a portal. Level 30, guess what? 3 points in the mastery. And that takes us up to level 50, so the next 3 points are going to go straight into possession. Go and talk to the other quest givers around here that will become active once you talk to the Dreeg guy. Jump into this thing. It's a fairly windy linear path. You get to this boss fight at the end. He shouldn't give you too much trouble. Again, poison on him, get away. Tell this bloke you killed him. Fantastic. I'm respected with Dreeg. Thing is that respected, even though you can go and buy stuff from there, I think it's all at level 65 items. There's no mad rush to get it. I've left all the footage up of running through here as well, because it's a bit of a maze, and there's a tomb that you might be tempted to go into, and if you are, fair play, go into it, kill all the stuff, and you'll come out near the ruins of a bid rift. Whereas what I'm doing here is just going, well, in as much of a straight line as I can to the shrine, which is just up there to the northeast. There it is. 3 very basic components needed. And if you've done all the ones that I've done, you're 1 point away from the Manticore skill, which you'll attach to Dreeg's Evil Eye. And then if you follow the route I'm taking, don't go in that tomb. I mean, you can. I'm not saying don't go in there. I didn't go in there because I couldn't be bothered. I'm just going to, because I want to get to the Infernal Waste Rift as soon as possible. So you run up here, and this will take you straight to the rift. The exit from the tomb is just there. So if you fight your way through the tomb, you'll come out by that rift anyway. And leg it all through this basalt crags area. There's not a lot in here apart from just stuff to kill. So you just keep running around through here till you get to the Infernal Waste Rift. Then you can start farming Sister Crimson. You can't really get lost here. There's a few dead ends, but eventually you'll get to an area where there's like a town sort of here. And as you'll see, these guys can drop the chosen raiment. Ta-da, there's one. So I'd say that's your best bit of chest armour that you'll have for a while, because it's got +3 to Dreeg's Evil Eye on it and a bunch of acid damage. It also converts vitality damage to acid, so some of the vitality damage that Dreeg's Evil Eye does will be converted to acid, and you'll buff acid, and you'll buff in acid. So that's what you want to do. I do get another one of those drop very soon, and it has an occultist prefix on it, which could have any one of a number of skills, but it's got blood burst on it, so it's really good. It's just got the +3 to Dreeg's Evil Eye, and it's got +2 to Bloodburst on it as well. There are quite a lot to kill. It might actually be that hero one. Yeah, it was him. He dropped it. There it is, Occultist's Chosen Raiment. I got really excited when I saw that. I thought, I bet it's going to have pet stuff on it, but then have Bloodburst on it. It's brilliant. So that Occultist prefix won't always give you Bloodburst. It could give you any one of a number of different Occultist skills, but I dropped lucky. So definitely stick that one on. Let's see how much it ups Blooded Dreeg. Sorry, not Blooded Dreeg. Dreeg's Evil Eye damage. Right, let's go. Let's fight our way on up to the Infernal Waste Rift. This rift is as far as I'm going to go on the Forgotten Gods map before going back into Act 2 and doing some more stuff. But what I'll do here is show you how to run up from that rift to the entrance to the Tomb of Sathan, which is there, which is that close, so it's really easy to farm Sister Crimson. I put a rift down because I was a bit worried, but I shouldn't have been. And that Chosen Raiment, that can drop in here as well. So if you don't get any luck finding it on the way here, you haven't got to go anywhere else, just keep coming in here and these guys will drop it. And Sister Crimson, every time I've seen her, she's been just down at the end of this corridor. As with the other boss fight, stick some poison on her and run away. Once you've got her weapon, she will die a lot quicker. Although once you've got her weapon, you probably don't need to come back in here again. Didn't drop it that time, so I had another go. I put a motivational statement up, don't give up. It's really easy farm, so quit, go back here, stick your toggles back on, map across to Infernal Wastes, run north, kill the doggies, level 31. First 3 points into possession. It's a toggle skill, so once you put the 3 points into it, stick it on your skill bar. I put it on skill bar 2 with your other toggle skills and then toggle it on. So it goes on there with the 2 vitriolic gallstones, and you get a nice growly noise when it comes up. Then get in there and smack Sister Crimson about until she drops her weapon. She's one of the quickest bosses to get to farm in the game, I reckon. And she's not particularly difficult. There you go. Occultist Crimson Vial Scepter. It's got Occultist on it, but it's got Sigil of Consumption, which I don't use. And what you need to do now is swap it over with Pascal's Tail, and then when you get a chance, go and put a either take the vitriolic gallstone off Pascal's Tail, because you don't need Pascal's Tail anymore, or if you want to keep Pascal's Tail, particularly if you're in hardcore and you want to keep it just in case you have to restart a character, if you've got enough mutagenic ichor, just go and craft another vitriolic gallstone here, shove that on there. And then the one on the toggle bar will work again because it still thinks it's on a weapon, so you don't have to re-add it to the skill bar. I finished in Forgotten Gods for a bit now. I'm going to go and kill Cromley. So just leg it through this area. If you haven't killed Moneybags Martin, you'll run into him and then go and start a fight with the big bad guy. You won't last very long. Again, kite him, stick poison on him and run away. There you go, he's dead. One thing before you quit out of the game or go back and cash a quest in, run out of this area and grab the Twin Falls Rift. Otherwise you'll have to fight your way all the way through here again and kill Cromley again. And You might want to, but chances are you won't. Chances are you'll think, damn it, what's this blitz attack now? I know it's not blitz, but it is a blitz attack. So what you can do is you can get the shrine that is outside the Arcadian Undercity and then go and grab the quest off the ghost or the ghost mate or whatever it is, and then pop into the Undercity, clear it all out and get out to Broken Hills Rift, which is the point where this video ends. I just get to Broken Hills Rift after clearing the Undercity out, and that's pretty much it. Right, now you can grab that Manticore skill and attach that to Dreeg's Evil Eye. So Dreeg's Evil Eye will do more damage, plus it will put acid and poison resistance reduction on the enemies. Gone back and cashed in the I Killed Cromley quest. And I'm level 32. Remember, Ronaprax's Sting was level 32. Don't worry about what you'll be losing off that putrid necklace. Ronaprax's Sting more than makes up for it by the damage it adds onto Dreeg's Evil Eye, plus even more weapon damage that it includes. I'm just clearing this stuff up now, talking to Barnabas. I'll go back to where I was. So I've got that quest to kill the 3 oligarch ghost things in the Undercity. There you go. I remembered. And all you're going to do now on the next few level ups is just keep putting points into possession until it's maxed out. There is something funny that's going to happen in a minute. I'm going to get attacked by an enemy who reflects damage. Just watch this now. It's quite funny. See my health going down because he reflected my own poison damage at me. I almost died. So you've got to keep that in mind, that will happen. And it's scary, but it is a good indication of how strong that damage is. It's only because I got Blood of Dreeg and Aspect of the Guardian on and I popped a health potion that I didn't die from it. There's the first target enemy. Oh, he's gone. It's made quite a bit of difference having that Manticore skill on Dreeg's Evil Eye now. It's getting much stronger. What I'll do here is put a rift down. Just saves you a few seconds of backtracking. But opening the Broken Hills Rift saves you a whole load of backtracking if you didn't have it open. You'd have to run all the way back through the Undercity to get out. Whereas you can map straight out now. When you finish messing about down here, you can map straight out to Broken Hills. It's going down to the second floor of this dungeon area. This is where the other two target enemies are for that quest. There's Ludos Vagra, or whatever his name is, just in this room here. There he is. And there he was. Probably worth mentioning that I'm having a lot of fun playing this build, and it's kind of shocking that I've not played a Dreeg's Evil Eye build before. I think it always seemed to me that for whatever reason it wouldn't be a good skill. I was just massively wrong about that. Here we go, I'm respected with the Rovers. Nip back to the Rovers camp. Have a look, stick poison damage in the search bar, get that blueprint. You can't wear the belt yet, but if you get the blueprint and read it, it'll be available at the smith as soon as you need it. And that Roari mantle with that buff to Dreeg's Evil Eye on it, that's the level 35 item. Make sure you go and buy one of them as soon as you're at 35. We'll go and kill Rowena Kerr. She's an archer, she's got a crossbow. She's also got an aversion to poison. Hello Rowena, have some of that. 3, 2, 1. See how quickly, I know the footage is at times 2, but they're just dying. And I know I'm charging into them, but technically it's still a one shot. I'm hitting them with that Dreeg's Evil Eye once and they're gone. The hero enemies. Qreeg in a minute is a really good example of it. Like rush in, hit him with Dreeg's Evil Eye, walk away, and he just dead. Level 33. I'd planned to get to level 32 by the end of this video. I got a bit carried away with me farming and fighting. 3 points in possession. It's 9 out of 12 now, so the next level up it'll be maxed out. Here's the Qreeg fight coming up. Let's kill these ghosts in the corner, and this one is wandering down. This is a Qreeg fight now. Bang. Dreeg's Evil Eye, walk away. And he's dead. That's pretty much it. Grab the shrine, stick that last point in Manticle's back foot, back paw or whatever. And what I'll do next is Sailor's Guide, get some blue points, and I can do Murmur. Murmur's the other resistance reduction thing. I'll stick on Curse of Frailty. You could get 5 blues from Eel, but Sailor's Guide overall is probably a better constellation for this build. Map out to Broken Hills, and that's it. What I'll do now, I'll just stick a summary of the gear up on the screen. I won't talk over this. You can just either watch this run out to the end or pause it. However, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.